An oil spill in Alberta is fueling the debate over the proposed Northern Gateway pipeline through BC. The spill sent almost 500,000 litres of crude into the Red Deer River system last week. And critics of the Northern Gateway proposal say that's precisely the kind of incident that could happen here. But as Keith Baldry reports, even with the latest spill, our Premier is still not taking a position on the pipeline.
As the cleanup of an ugly oil pipeline spill into the Red Deer River continued today, the incident has renewed warnings of something similar happening in BC, particularly if the controversial proposed Enbridge pipeline in northern BC is ever built.
People in BC are really paying close attention to, what's going on with pipelines and with oil spills, and to see something like this happening in Alberta, which is being called relatively small, actually, as far as oil spills go, it definitely is a wake-up call for anybody who's kind of trying to make up their minds about these pipelines right now.
The BC government has yet to take a position on the Enbridge pipeline. Would the Alberta oil spill convince the Premier to side one way or another? We put that to her today.
Our water, our fish, our magnificent environment here in British Columbia is incredibly important to all of us. And that's one of the reasons that the Gateway proposal is going through the process that it is. Because, first of all, we'll understand the full scope of the risks that are going to be there and be able to identify what the benefits could be to British Columbia. And then really, once we have the facts, we can make a decision about whether or not it's something that we want to go ahead in our province.
The Premier's continuing non-position on Enbridge is disappointing to the opposition leader, whose party has outlined in detail its opposition to the pipeline project.
The Premier has said very similar things to what I've said, that we're taking all the risks and get very little benefit. That's what she said, and yet she's not defending British Columbia. There's a reason why we've had an exclusion zone on the North Coast since 1988, because there are real issues involving the future of those regions.
There's little doubt Enbridge opponents will seize upon the mess created by the Alberta pipeline spill in their increasingly international campaign. Pipeline politics are just heating up in this province, even though for now, the BC government is trying to stay out of things.